One of the craziest things that I've ever done in my life is move out of my parents' house. I'm currently in my own apartment, in my own sofa, hugging my own pillow in my own apartment. And it's moments like this that makes you realize how far you've came in life. And I'm not talking about financial, I'm talking about like actual, like the progress, you know? Everyone in life, you know, is born, goes through school, makes friends, goes through all these stages of life, and I'm in this stage of life that I'm learning independence, I think that's the word. And it's so weird. It is a little overwhelming. It has been playing a lot with my mental state. I have been struggling a lot to keep above the water when it comes to my mental health, but it is necessary. It is something that has to be done, and it's a blessing. I'm loving living alone, and just to give you context, this video is not this whole thing here. Let's see how it looks green and orangey. It is not because I chose to look it that way. We're currently experiencing the Canadian wildfires, and it just came upon Massachusetts right now, the smoke. So everything's like orange, and it looks like hell outside, and you can look directly at the sun without burning your eyes. So it's something crazy happening right now. But back to the video. For context, let me just give you guys a quick context right now. I'm a 23-year-old. I've always lived with my parents. I did not go to college, so this is my first experience as a person, like as someone living by himself, right? This is my first experience having to cook in order to survive, having to clean the house in order not to get like an infection when taking a shower. This is my first experience being independent, but like fully independent. And when I say fully is because at 15, I stopped asking my parents for cash and money. If I wanted to take a friend, or I wanted to like go out somewhere, like I didn't need to ask my parents for money. You know, I had my own money. I worked. And of course, I ate my parents' food. They're the ones that provide all the lodging and everything, and paid for all of my necessities. So I was not fully independent. I was independent when it came to my, you know, my money somehow. But now that I'm 23 and I am living by myself and I'm engaged, soon to be married, 30 days out, it's really interesting, the feeling of like, I no longer have my parents to like tell me what to do. I no longer have people going and saying like, you can't do that. Like, yes, I can, because I'm an adult. I'm a legal adult. If I want to go buy my alcohol, I can buy my alcohol. If I want to buy my own house, I can buy my own house. Like, there's no limit in what I can't do right now. So it is such a weird feeling to be here. And getting here was not easy. I went through a lot when it comes to work. I lost my plumbing job. And I say lost, but I kind of chose to leave, and then I got, you know, let go at the same time, because I was trying to make it a part-time, because I wanted this to, you know, be a career, not YouTube, but marketing, filmmaking. I wanted to become a content creator, and I got let go, and by the grace of God, I found a new job that allows me to be a content creator, that makes me work with my skills and actually praises me for my skills. And during this shift and trying to find an apartment was such a hard moment and such a hardship for me, because I didn't know how much money I would make. I relied a lot on ifs and not on actual like factual things. My money was always hypothetical because I was waiting to get paid. I didn't know if I was going to stay at this company. I didn't know if I was going to get a contract. It was confusing and very, it filled my heart with anxiety. And I'm a very anxious person. I do suffer from a lot of anxiety. But by God's grace, I got this place, I got the job, and everything has been going kind of smoothly so far. Not easy, but definitely not impossible. And I have nothing but to say, I'm grateful. I'm very thankful for where I am right now. Leaving my parents was so weird. I don't know, you're probably what? If you're 18 watching this and you're going to college, you're probably witnessing this. If you're my age and getting married and doing this, you're probably understanding this. And then if you're older, you know what I'm talking about. Saying bye to my parents has been such a weird feeling, because since I was 18, I've always wanted to leave. And my parents are not horrible people. I love my parents. My parents are people of God. They're wonderful people. They're very wise. They're very caring, loving. They are examples of what I have to be. But every man gets to a point that it's like, damn, I gotta get the heck out of here, because I want to have my own place. I want to walk around in my underwear. Like, everyone wants their own little space, and that's okay. And I remember at 18, I was like, I gotta do it. And I've always wanted to get married so that I could leave, but not just because of that. I wanted to have a partner. I wanted to, have a wife. But a big one, I wanted to leave my parents' house. And what's really interesting is that, and just for context, I found my wife. God gave me a wonderful woman, a woman of God. And now we're getting married soon in August, and it's going to be a blessing. It's going to be wonderful. And then she's moving in with me. She doesn't live with me yet, so I've been very lonely in this place. She comes to visit me time to time, but we don't. She doesn't sleep here or anything. We try to be very respectful towards God and towards our families and our friends. But when I said bye to my parents, and the day I was packing, and I even have footage of this, I remember I was super happy. I was singing, I was dancing, because I had to take away my desk, because I was going to bring my desk, because I work remote most of the time. And I remember picking up a portrait of my brother that I had on my cabinet. I don't know why, like my side desk cabinet. And I looked at it, and I remember I immediately started crying, and I had to turn off the recording. And this weird feeling of guilt came to my heart. And I don't know how to explain it, but I was guilty, thinking that I didn't do enough. I wasn't a good enough brother. I wasn't a good enough son. I didn't value them as much as I should have, because my parents still live like 45 minutes, like to an hour away from me, so I can see them anytime I want. But you guys know, when you move out, you don't see them as often. I spend a lot of time with my fiance's family, and I love their family, and it makes me miss my family. So having them not close has been really sad for me. And I remember just that day I was packing everything up, and I didn't understand that feeling. I was like, I'm not doing something wrong. I do have to move out. I have a wife to take care of soon. I need a place to start building a family, to build a home, to put furniture in. And it was really hard. And once I finally got here and I started putting stuff down, and we started building stuff together and setting up the kitchen, was when I finally had some sort of peace in my heart. And I was like, okay, this is worth it. The separation of son and parents, is this heartbreak that you go through for a little bit, has to be done. And I didn't know it was going to be hard. I thought I was going to be like, bye dad, bye mom, bye little brother, I'm out. But now it's like, damn, I took everything for granted, and I love them so much that I could have learned, so much I could have done. And now I'm here alone. I'm waiting for my wife to join me in this apartment. It's a reflection that I want to share today, because if you are still with your parents, please enjoy them. It's easier said than done. And I know you're not going to listen to me, so I'm not a big advocate to just give those type of advices that I didn't listen to, because you're not going to listen to me. You're going to take it for granted. You're going to peace out your parents, and then you're going to go move into with your significant other, or you're going to go to college, all these things, and you're going to miss the crap out of them. And you're going to you're just going to miss them a lot, and you're going to value them. So today I called my dad. My dad called me. So my dad calls me most of the time. I call my mom, And it's good because now I have to catch up. Before, I would be like, when they would get home, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to talk to them. It's like, I used to work with my dad, so it's like, oh, I already see you at work, I don't want to talk at home. Or my mom comes in and starts cooking, or my brother comes in and starts like bothering me, saying like, oh, let's play Minecraft or something. It's like, oh my god, like, leave me alone. And now it's like, I call them, it's like, what are you guys doing? You know, I call my brother, like, let's play something together. It's such a weird feeling. It's a feeling that I never thought that I would have. So it's a very cool reflection. Money-wise, for an apartment and moving out in expenses, it is more affordable than I thought, but it's still really, really crazy. We live in a moment of our generation, that in a moment of time in our society, that everything's super expensive, right? And our jobs are not matching inflation, so we don't make as much as we should have to match with inflation, so we can have a more comfortable life. It is livable. I can afford everything I have here. It's just not so fun, right? I can't just like find a nice piece of clothing and be like, I want to buy it. I can't just be like, oh, let's go on vacation, and I just pay for a vacation. Or I want a new car, I just change a new car. These things require a lot of thought and a lot of financial planning. And now that I have a $2,200 apartment a month, which for some of you is not crazy, but for some of you it's like, oh my gosh, there's no way you're paying like $2,000 for like a small apartment. And that's what it is. You have to pay that amount if you want to stay almost like close to Boston. And I work in Boston, in the surrounding area. It's a lot of money. And by the grace of God, it has not lacked yet. My parents are helping a lot when it comes to the wedding. My fiance's parents are helping a lot when it comes to the wedding. So all of these things are being such like weights off our shoulders to have this help, to have parents nearby. But also, I saved a lot of money to be able to afford this. I'm not going to say the amount because I don't feel comfortable sharing, but I do put a pretty substantial amount, which is crazy because I found out that apparently like 70%, like a high percentage of Americans don't have a savings account, or they don't have over $2,000 their savings account, which I think is crazy. And if me, an immigrant, can make a lot of money, not a lot of money, but like affordable living, like can make money to afford living like this, people can also do it. And again, I don't want to sound insensitive. I know people have other things going on in their lives, but I just praise God for the opportunity that I have. And I think I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot having my own apartment, fixing everything around, putting stuff in, working from home, dealing with this freaking do you see that freaking thing over there? That's the only way my apartment can be cooled. It's through one AC unit. I am drenching because I had to turn it off, because if I turn on, this thing is loud as hell. So I have to keep turning it off. But now the house is at like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's at like 79. So it's super hot in here. So all these things I'm learning right now, moving out with my parents. Learn how to cook has been such a detrimental thing because I've let a lot of things spoil, but I haven't burnt anything yet. Like, I do cook very okay. My fiance agrees with me. I do cook good. And it's just like variety. Like at my house, there's so much variety. At my fiance's parents' house, there's a lot of variety because her mom cooks a lot. So now I have rice, ground beef, and frozen veggies that I stir fry, and that's about it. Then I make some macaroni and meatballs and things like that, and that's about it. So it's a lot right now. I'm dealing with it, but again, I wanted to make this video to kind of share my life a little bit, just so that we can talk about real things. We can talk about I like sharing things. I like just making videos and sharing knowledge that I have. And if this video was somewhat helpful for you that is looking to move out, hopefully you listen to everything in this video. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna take time, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be scary. You're probably going to think that you're not going to make money, but God always provides. So just have faith. Take your significant other, pray with them, get ready to deal with all the hardships that it's going to have, and enjoy the process. I'm learning to enjoy the process. I am super anxious person. I'm a super anxious person, and I'm dealing with this. So if I can do it, you can do it too. All right. So this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.